Joining us right now is Alex Harstrick, who is J2 Ventures founder and managing partner. And Alex, let's talk a little bit about what's happening here. If you look at the price for Twitter right now, it's substantially below the closing price, and part of that is because of these concerns about a CFIUS review. Those are things that you talked to us about a few weeks ago, just concerns about what the government would be looking at, a government contractor, a defense contractor in particular, and some of the statements that Musk has been making recently.
Yeah, absolutely, Becky. I think one of the important things to reflect on is the government does thousands of contracts a year, and a security review is something anomalous. So while I can't comment on whether a security review is actually going to happen, all of those proceedings tend to be classified behind closed doors or often at the clearance level. I can say that the insinuation that such a review is going to happen is definitely impactful against a CEO that contracts so much with the government.
And we should also point out, for people who aren't familiar with the last time you were on, you are someone who served in the military in combat, who now has a fund. So you understand these issues. You've come through it by the work that you've done. What worried you about the comments that Elon Musk was making, just in terms of Ukraine, in terms of Russia, in terms of Taiwan at some point, too?
I think something to reflect on, and that we had a great conversation on before, and by the way, thank you very much for having me back on the show, is when you contract with the government in such a significant capacity, the government is giving a lot of leeway to those CEOs and trusting them in a level that you don't get with normal enterprise sales. There's a lot more at stake, because when the government is buying your technology, they are assuming that you are in some ways surrendering good faith to the government to be able to use that technology on their behalf. And that's why the standards are so high when you're reviewing these purchases and any kind of government contract.
So when Elon Musk makes a statement that on Twitter that, look, we should, if we're going to get about ending the war between Russia and Ukraine, here's what would have to happen. Would that be concerning? Would that set off flags?
It's absolutely on the government's mind, and I think everybody else's. It's important to understand that the constituency here is much broader than most other businesses. When you are selling to the government, you are acting on their behalf, and you are not only appealing to the Department of Defense, but to Congress that gives the appropriations to the Department of Defense, and in turn, the citizens that vote in those congressional members to give those appropriations. And so when people see you acting in a way that they could perceive as not being in the best interest of the United States or its allies, Alex, that becomes difficult.
Administrations change. So how can, let's say, the contractor, on the one hand, take Iran for policy. You know, we did a treaty with one organization. The next administration got rid of the entire treaty. So what does the private enterprise just go with whoever is in power, whoever happened to be elected in the last November? That's what's good for the country. I mean, how do you decide what's good for the country when it can go? You have no idea whether you're just, you know, the current prevailing winds of this administration says this versus the other. I mean, how do you ever know whether you're doing what the United States, what you just said? The United States may not be what the Biden administration says it is.
I think what's important to reflect on here is, in America, we all signed up for that. Yes, the administration changes, but those are elected representatives, and that's what makes our system great, is the ability to change.
How